friends. Today's Vinyasa practice will be fast-paced. We'll build some strength, we'll play with some balance, and end with a few moments of rest and restoration. You'll need a block or book for today's practice, and we'll start in child's pose. So we'll begin today in child's pose on your mat. So bring your big toes to touch and spread your knees wide, maybe even as wide as your mat or a little wider. Rest your chest, torso forward, and release your head down towards the mat. If your forehead comes in contact with the mat, you can rest it there. If the ground feels a little bit farther away, you can grab your block or book and place it under your forehead for a little added height. Wherever you are, begin to deepen your breath. Breathe into your front body, your side bodies, and your back body. Feel yourself expand in all directions. Releasing with your exhale. Taking a few moments in stillness before we start today's practice. And as always, taking or leaving whatever you need from today's sequence. Modifying and adjusting as we go so this practice suits you best. We'll take one more deep breath in through our noses. Release a sigh out the mouth. So you're ready, begin to shift forward, keeping your legs just as they are. And bring your shoulders so they're stacked directly over your wrists. Spread your fingertips wide, press through the palms of your fingers. Inhale to shift forward slightly. Exhale to lower halfway. Inhale to press up. Beautiful. Doing a little chaturanga style push-ups. We'll do that one more time. Lowering, keeping your elbows tucked in close to your ribs, and then pressing to come back to center. Shift back to child's pose with an exhale. Inhale floats you forward, shoulders stacked over wrists. Exhale to lower. Inhale, press back up. We'll take one more. Exhaling to lower, elbows tucked in close. Pressing back to your child's pose. One more time. Inhaling, 2 little chaturanga style push-ups, keeping your core active. Moving with your breath. And sinking back to child's pose. Thread your right arm underneath your left, releasing your shoulder temple to the ground. Spin the outside of your left shoulder down towards the ground as you reach actively with your right fingers. One more breath here. Then we'll switch sides. Reach your right fingers long towards the top of your mat. Thread your left hand underneath your right, spinning the outside of your right shoulders down, reaching with your left fingertips. Releasing as you're ready. We'll come up to a plank pose. So fingertips spread wide. Beautiful. Inhale to shift forward. Exhale, engage that chaturanga style push-up as you lower half or all the way down. Inhale to find your back bend. Maybe it's a cobra, maybe it's an up dog. Pause for a minute, maybe peek over both shoulders. And as you're ready, make your way to down dog. So hands are about shoulder width distance, feet are about hip width distance. Spin your thighs towards each other. Press through your thumb and forefinger with a little bit extra intention, although all 4 corners of your palms are rooted to the mat. Spin the outsides of your shoulders away from your ears. Beautiful. Inhale, float forward, high plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering half or all the way. Inhale for your back bend. If you're coming to cobra, maybe you press up a little higher this time. And release to down dog. Walk your hands a little bit closer to your feet. So you're in a short down dog stance. And then we'll come into a twist. So take your right hand over to your left ankle, ending him out. Spin your gaze up, kind of underneath your left arm. Breathing space into your right shoulder blade. Release as you're ready and come to the other side. Left hand to right leg, right ankle, right foot, wherever is feeling best in your body. So you invite in a twist. Inhale your way back to down dog. So come back to your normal length of stance. Bring your toes together. Inhale your right leg up into the air, finding length. Exhale, step your right foot on the outside of your right finger. So we're coming to a wide lunge, kind of our lizard lunge. Pause for a few breaths here. If you'd like, you can open up into a twist, planting your left hand, opening your right fingertips to the sky. If you are in the twist, plant both hands and press off your left toes to step up, coming into Malasana, squat pose. So, tailbone is sinking towards the ground. Find a little extra lift in your chest. If this is not working in your hips, you can always find your block and place it under your sits bones. Pausing for just a breath or two, using the outsides of your upper arms to help open and lifting through your heart. We'll find a gentle twist here. Right hand comes down to the ground, left fingertips open up to the sky. Exhale to center, switch sides, left hand down, right hand reaches. Release, coming back into squat pose. Bring both hands down onto the mat, and we're going to step our right foot back. So we're coming to that lizard shape on the other side. You might have to scoot your left foot so it's the ankle's directly under the knee. Option to stay here, or if that twist was something you explored on the first side, plant your right hand, left fingertips to the sky. Beautiful. Exhale, both hands plant. Step back to your plank pose, make your way through a vinyasa. Inhaling forward, lowering halfway all the way, finding your back bend, and meeting in down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, your gaze forward between your hands. Exhale, bend in your knees, step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to release. Inhale, lift up halfway again. This time extend your arms out to the side like an airplane. Keep your low belly engaged. Long spine. Exhale to release. And one more time, just like that. Inhaling up, arms float up, shoulders away from ears. Exhale to release. Inhale brings you up to standing, arms sweep wide. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Move into a little bit of balance here. So we'll start with our tree pose. Bring your weight into your left foot. Come to the toes of your right foot and open your knee out to the right. You can stay right here, or you can start to invite your right leg up to your shin, maybe up to your thigh, you can help it there. And we'll pause in our tree pose. Option to keep your hands at heart, or you can grow your branches out to the side, maybe up to the sky. Pausing here. Engage the quads of your left leg by lifting your kneecap up. And keep in mind this is both a balance and a hip opener. So think about sending your right knee back behind you in space just a little bit more. Beautiful. Option to bring hands to heart center. We bring our knee out in front, leg parallel to the ground. You can also extend through that leg, reaching out in front of you, or keep the knee bent. Both are great options. Pausing here. We'll find a twist. Left hand comes to the outside of your right leg. Right fingertips reach it back behind you. Follow your gaze slowly all the way to your right fingertips. Keeping your focus fixed, really see what you're looking at. Inhale, come back to center. Fingertips reach up to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot back, coming to our high lunge. So make sure both hips square to the front of your mat. Inhale your fingertips up to the sky. Settle into the shape. With an inhale, straighten your front legs, lifting. Exhale, lowering through both legs, cactus your arms out to the side. Inhale to press and lift. Exhale, sink and lower. 3 more. Inhaling brings you up, and exhaling sinks you down, bending through both knees. Moving with your pace. Nice job. With your next inhale, lift up to the sky. Shift your weight into your left foot, coming to warrior 3. So float your right finger or your right toes up off the mat. Square your hips. Toes dial down to the mat. Arms can be in prayer at your chest. Open out to that airplane shape. Maybe reach out in front of you long. One more deep breath wherever you are. And we'll exhale our way to warrior 2. So plant your right toes, spin onto your right heel. Sink down into your front knee. Might need to adjust your feet a little bit. Opening your left knee to the left. Gentle release of your tailbone down to the ground. Engaged legs, soft gaze. Inhale to reverse your warrior, letting your left fingertips reach up and back. Right fingertips come down your right leg or maybe behind your back. Inhale to lift through your heart here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands around your front foot. Find your vinyasa. Always okay to skip vinyasas or take a cat-cow or child's pose. Really thinking about what you need this moment of your practice. Down dog, 2 breaths. With your next inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, hands plant. Step your right foot to meet your left. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise to stand. Meet hands and heart center. Time to balance on the other foot. So weight comes into your right foot. Toes of your left, open your knee out to the left. Determine where you want your foot on your leg. Maybe it's the same spot as side one, maybe it's a little bit different. We'll pause and retreat for a few breaths. Engage your right thigh. Press your left foot into your right leg and vice versa. Open through your left hip. Find the expression of arms that feels best in your body. Focusing on something unmoving in front of you. Begin to find movement. Bringing your knee to center, parallel to the ground. Maybe you extend through your foot. Wherever you are, breathe. And we'll move to our twist. Right hand to the outside of left leg. Twist open to the left. Let your gaze slowly follow your left fingertips. Inhale back to center. Fingertips reach up into the sky. Exhale, step your left foot back, coming to your lunge. Settle here. If you're feeling wobbly, you can send your right foot out to the right. As you're ready, find that movement. Inhaling to straighten through your front foot, reaching tall with your arms. Exhale, bend through your knees. Lower down, cactus your arms. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, bend and lower. Beautiful, 3 more. Move with the flow of your breath, letting your inhales and exhales guide you from movement to movement. With your next inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, hands to heart center, warrior 3. Weight comes into your right foot, left foot floats up off the mat. Release shoulders away from ears. Point your left toes down, reach your left foot actively. Arms might open up out to the sides or straight out in front of you. Got some plants in my way here, but hopefully you have space to do whatever you need with your arms. 1 more breath here. Exhale, lower your left toes, open up to warrior 2. Adjusting your feet as needed, settling into the shape, smoothing your breath. And we'll inhale to reverse our warrior. Right fingertips up and back. Left fingertips down your leg or behind your back. Keep a bend into your front knee. Exhale, find your vinyasa. Hands plant. Find plank pose. Maybe you lower half or all the way down. Maybe you find a cat-cow or a child's pose. We'll meet in down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale to step it forward. Inhale to a lunge just for a breath. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step your left foot up to meet your right forward fold. Let yourself hang heavy here. You can take a generous bend in your knees, letting your belly rest towards your thighs, and then slowly extending through your legs. Never needing to come to straight, just letting it happen. Noticing all of the sensations and reverberations in your body. Maybe you shake your head yes and no. Take a deep breath. And then let your next inhale bring you towards a flat back. Exhale to release. Inhale to rise to standing arm. Sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that sequence 1 more time, connecting our breath and movement together. So feel free to follow my cues or follow your breath. We'll begin by coming into tree, finding the version that works for you. Inhale to send your fingertips to the sky. Exhale here. Inhale, right knee comes out in front, leg extends or not. Exhale for your twist. Left fingertips open to the left, right fingertips open behind you. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, step back into your high lunge. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower, cactus your arms. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 3 more. Moving with your breath, keeping your low belly active. With your next inhale, rise up tall, move to warrior 3. Weight comes into your left foot, right leg lifts. Deep breath in here. Exhale, warrior 2, right foot plants, right heel plants. Pause. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands around your front foot. Step back, move through your vinyasa. Finding your back bend on an inhale and exhale to down dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale to step forward. Inhale, rise up for a lunge. Exhale, vinyasa. Meeting in down dog, take a deep breath in. Out the mouth, exhale. Inhale, gaze forward between your hands. Deep bend in the knees, exhale, step walker hop, top of your mat. Inhale to lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale to release. Inhale, rise to standing arms, sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tree pose on the other side. Left knee opens out to the side, finding your starting point. We'll take one round of breath here in tree. Inhaling and exhaling. With your next inhale, left knee comes to center, thigh parallel to the ground. Extend through your leg or not. Find your twist. Right fingertips to the front of the room, left fingertips to the back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release your left leg behind you. Come into your high lunge. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Straightening, reaching. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Moving with your breath. Finding strong inhales and strong exhales. Nice job, everyone. With your next inhale, we'll rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Make your way to warrior 3. Left toes lift. Length from your heels, the crown of your head. Exhale, warrior 2. Left foot plants, grounding through your heel, opening up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale for your vinyasa, taking it or leaving it. Pressing through the pads of your fingers and knuckles to take some of the weight out of your wrists. Meeting in down dog. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, vinyasa. Beautiful. Meeting in down dog, we'll take a deep breath in. Deep sigh, release your knees to the mat, toes together, knees wide, hips towards heels. Child's pose. Let your breath smooth. And as you're ready, you can float yourself up. Sinking your hips to one side. Bringing your feet out in front of you. Sitting up tall, make our way to a boat pose. So then lengthen your spine, particularly your low back. I like to take my hands behind my hamstrings to help lift through my heart. You might stay here, this could be your boat today, or you might lift one or both legs up off the mat. You might straighten your legs. You might release your fingertips long out in front of you. Lots of good options. Just keep your midline active, so legs working towards each other, low belly, engaged, outer ribs working inward. One more deep breath in, and exhale to lower. Take a bend in your knees, walk your heels towards your hips. We'll take 2 rounds of active bridge and then a restorative bridge. So you can take hold of the outside edges of your mat or not. But we'll inhale to press through our feet, lifting our hips to the sky. If you don't have the outside edges of your mat, you can walk your shoulders underneath you, interlacing your hands, pressing arms into the ground. Keep lengthening your neck by looking up to the sky. And try to keep your knees in line with your hips. One more deep breath in, and exhale to roll down to the ground. Walk your feet wide, let your knees gently release to the right and to the left. As you're ready, come to round 2 of bridge. Feet come towards your hips. Inhale, lift your hip points towards the sky. Maybe your arms tuck underneath you this time. Maybe you grip the outside edges of your mat. Again, thinking about the midline, engaging your legs towards each other. Gentle tuck of your tail. Keep your low belly active. One more deep breath in, and exhale to release. Knees can come wide as you release your feet to the right and to the left. And then find your block. We'll set up for a restorative bridge. So bring your knees back to center. Find your block on the lowest or second lowest setting. We'll inhale to lift our hips up to the sky, and we'll slide our block directly under our sacrum. So that's kind of that flat triangle bone, a little bit above your glutes, a little below your low back. When you have the block there, you should feel pretty stable, pretty steady. Feel free to adjust until you find that space. You might gently tuck your shoulders underneath you, letting your palms naturally roll up to face the sky. And we'll rest here for the next 5 to 7 breaths. You might close your eyes or soften your gaze. Beginning to wind down, smoothing out your breath, smoothing out any holding or tension you have in your body. Option to stay right where you are, or you can begin to bring your knees into your chest, extending through your legs for a waterfall pose. Focusing your attention on your breath. If you're in waterfall, take a bend to your knees, release them back onto the ground. We'll all press through our feet to lift our hips just enough to slide our blocks off to the side. We'll end practice here on our backs, so you can extend your legs long or walk your feet wide, let your knees rock together. We'll bring one hand to our belly and one hand to our heart. Let your gaze soften or your eyes close completely. Send your next inhale into your belly. Feeling the hand there rise towards the sky with your inhale. And release with your exhale. Send your next breath to your ribs, that space between your hands. Feeling yourself expand in all directions as you fill yourself with nourishing breath. And release, allowing that breath to carry away stress and tension. One more deep breath to your chest, feeling the hand on your heart lift. And lower with your exhale. Beautiful. This last breath will fill our whole chest, beginning with our belly, feeling that hand on your stomach rise, space between your hands expand, and finally your chest lift and release. Air coming from your chest, your mid-belly, your lower belly. Beautiful. One more breath just like that. Inhaling from the pit of our stomach, middle of our stomach, upper chest, and releasing chest, ribs, belly. Beautiful. If your schedule allows, feel free to rest here for a few more moments. If you need to move on with the rest of your day, find little movements in your body. Begin to make your way up to a seat at the top of your mat. Finding a comfortable seat, sit up a little taller, root down a little more firmly. Bring your hands to heart center. Send a little gratitude to yourself for making space and time in your day, in your life, and in your heart for this practice. Thank you so much for sharing with me today.